Hello everybody, it is I, You2Cool, back again, and today I'm going to be reviewing Kevin Racingtire, not to be confused with Clutch Aid Racer, Kevin Shift Right. Yeah, that's right, Kevin Racingtire is the Shifty drug racer, Kevin Shift Right is the Clutch Aid Racer. It's very strange. Both of these guys were released in 2024, but I found them at Target in 2025. They were from case F, I believe, which was the last case my targets got. Besides, I got one instance of case G, and that's about it. Kevin over here is a racer for Shifty Drug, a sponsor that does not reappear again in the Cars franchise, at least not in the main Piston Cup. It does show up in a few other places. He's covered by the Cars logo here. Got a very nice render. Very nice shade of pink. And the diecast is a similar hot pink. Now, this is interesting because the original versions of Kevin were a more red color. But in 2016, he was updated to have a more pink color scheme, a little more accurate to the movie. His original Thailand variant from what I've seen is a bit more of a red color. But then we get to 2024, where apparently he's pink again. Now, it doesn't look like it on camera, but in person, it does look like more of a pink. It's still a little red, but I mean, it's not that bad, I'd say. I think they did a good enough job with him. Over on the back, we can see as seen in Cars. So we got Lightning McQueen, Todd, the Pizza Planet truck, Tow Mater, Sheriff, Sally, and Hull in Gas, who I have the metallic variant of, but failed to pick up his 2024 regular release. As you can see, it has a 2022 copyright date. This has been a thing Mattel's been doing pretty recently. They've not mentioned the later years. They've kind of just kept it with the 2022 copyright date, which makes sense. These are all sharing the same 2022 style card back. Or at least something similar to it. It's a slight upgrade. I'm going to be removing him from the package now. And here he is, out of the package. Yeah, my camera isn't really doing a good job of, showing what he's supposed to look like. Because again, he looks a lot more red on camera. Let me see if I can turn on my lamp. Maybe it'll make him look a little better. Hold on. Hold on. No, it doesn't appear to be changing his appearance. It still looks red. But I can assure you, in the actual, in real life, he actually looks way more pink. All right, so let's see here. We got Shifty Drug. Very interesting, very interesting. Piston Cup sponsors, I'm not reading them out, but I will compare them to, what's my most recent Piston Cup racer from this model? I think it was, hold on. Okay, here's 2024 Kevin Racingtire. And here is 2024 Sage Vandersman. So the logos are, I'd say, relatively similar design. All the racing decals on there. Very nice, very nice. Sage wasn't in the main line. Sage's only release was in the Walmart 2 packs, but very happy he came back. Very nice. This video isn't about him. Number 35, Shifty Drug. I really like the color scheme. I really like the fact that he has a colored-in hood. The only other racer to do that was James Clean Air, also from 2024. Has window bars back there. It's painted-in window bars. He has the whole back in yellow. Ooh, there's a bit of a printing. Kind of looks like not all the paint went over, and you can still see bits of pink. Kevin's story is pretty interesting in the Cars movie. His backstory is, according to the Car Finder bio, he doesn't have any idea on how to be a racer. The only reason he's doing it is because his father-in-law owned the racing outfit, and they were like, hey, Sonny, want to race? And he's like, sure. Very interesting. That's probably why they went out of business. And then they found William Byrev, who's totally not William Byron, guys. Joking. He's missing the pink around his wheels. A lot of Cars 1 racers are missing the sort of trim around their wheels, besides, like, I think 3. And it's only these guys. Only these model cars. Like, none of these guys have the trim, even though a lot of them should. Got the wheels again. Gotta look at his eyes. His eyes look a little strange. You know, they're a little far apart. I much prefer things like this guy right here and how the eyes look, or even something like Chuck Armstrong here. You know? Yeah, because they're a little too far apart, and much like Chuck Armstrong, he's got no teeth. They're not painted in at all, whereas Chuck, it blends in well since he's, you know, dark. It looks a lot more apparent on Kevin. I also brought out Manny Flywheel because in the movie, these two are supposed to be the same model. But in the diecast line, clearly some creative choices were made to have these two be separate models, which I'm fine with. It's fine. They probably just wanted Manny to stick out a little more compared to like cars with similar designs like Lee Revkins, who is also purple and has a lot of bubbles. So yeah, here's Kevin next to some contemporary cars. I don't really care about the accuracy on cars. Sometimes, like, you know, sometimes it can be pretty egregious. You know, some cars are missing parts, like Corey Turbowitz. Or, you know, some are just the complete wrong model, like Terry Cargas or Rodney the Rocker. I bet 90% of the people watching this don't even know who Rodney the Rocker is. It was kind of a deep cut there. I'm sorry. But, you know, for something like the Piston Cup racers, where some of them are specific modeled, I understand why they didn't do that. They probably just thought, hey, let's just have 3 models each. It's probably easier, especially since some only have, like, 4 models a time. Like the model for these 2 racers right here. Only used on, like, 2 other cars. So, really, no point in making an entire separate model for just 4 diecasts, especially when they had to pump out all the Piston Cup racers in 2008. It's like, yeah, obviously, we're not going to go through all that effort. These are toy cars at the end of the day. But, you know, Mattel does pride itself on its accuracy, so I can understand why some people are upset about that. But me personally, again, if it's not an egregious thing, if it doesn't, like, immediately ruin the diecast, I don't think I care all that much. And Kevin is kind of an example of this. Like, yeah, you know, his color may not be the most accurate, but you know what? I'm fine with it. It looks good. It achieves what it's trying to do. And I'm okay with that. I don't care that he's the wrong model. I really don't. I'm just happy to have this guy in my collection, finally. He's a really funny character to me. And I hope to use him in videos at some point. I think he'd be really fun to have in a video at some point. So yeah, that's all I have to say on Kevin Racingtire. And I shall see you all around. Bye-bye.